Reporting for the Augusta Free Press, I'm Chris Green. We had a few minutes with Democratic Party Lieutenant Governor nomination candidate Jon Bowerbank Wednesday night. Bowerbank was in Waynesboro to meet with local voters about his campaign. He also met with the local media to talk about his campaign and his ideas for the future of Virginia. We want to share with you some of what he had to say in that question and answer session. Now, to give you some background, Bowerbank is a member of the Russell County Board of Supervisors down in Southwest Virginia, and he is the owner of an energy business that employs nearly 200 down in Southwest. He is one of two announced candidates for the Democratic Party nomination to run for Lieutenant Governor. Former Secretary of Finance Jody Wagner is also running for the party nod. The winner in the June primary gets to face off with sitting Republican Lieutenant Governor Bill Bolling in the November election. Now let's get to our Q&A with Jon Bowerbank.
I remember that first night, traveling down the New Jersey Turnpike to New Brunswick, New Jersey. We stayed at the Holiday Inn. And of course, Holiday Inn's just changed their logos now. You notice that they've gone to the green H instead of the huge. They had huge arrows pointing to where the hotel was, and the bright lights of New York City. It was just amazing coming from Northern England, which is growing up in the '60s in Northern England. There were still remnants of what happened in Europe, Western Europe, Eastern Europe in the '40s. So it was industrial towns, coal mining country, textile country, the industrial north. So coming to the States, yeah, it was like an eye-opening experience. In fact, if we have more time, we'll tell you all kinds of stories about eating my first International House of Pancakes breakfast.
Oh, really?
An amazing sight. I'd never experienced.
Was that your first meal here?
No, I don't know where the first meal was, but that was pretty doggone close. Drinking iced tea for the first time, experiencing 90-degree heat for the first time, all those things that become second nature to you. But and I remember walking around the parking lot of the Holiday Inn, looking at all these license plates from exotic locations in my mind, folks, like Texas, California, Michigan, Illinois, stuff you'd heard about and seen in the movie pictures. And now I was in this country fully.
And you were only 11 years old, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was my 11th birthday present. I never did get a full present that day, I don't think. My folks
So you knew you'd arrived.
That's correct.
Seeing all those license plates.
Exactly. I probably could have won for run at Board of Supervisors for my magisterial district. Probably got most of the votes in that area. But I ran county-wide. Russell County is about 480 square miles. It forced me to get out and really meet people I never would have met in any other circumstance. And
So you're in that large district? Is
Yeah,
that what? Yeah, okay.
exactly. So my message of job creation, good educational opportunities, backed by my philanthropy over the last 10, 15 years in Southwest Virginia, gave me the foundation to try to run for a statewide office. If we're going to make a run for a statewide office coming from a rural part of the state in southwestern Virginia, the population densities, the way they're shifting in the Commonwealth, make our base more valuable today than it would be 4 years from now. Because there's more and more folks moving into Nova and Hampton Roads, so we anticipate getting significant support from southwestern Virginia, the 9th Congressional District, and the 5th as well, up along the valley. We're all making great strides up in this part of the world to get Democratic votes out. Again, due to good party chairs doing that work, it's hard slaying in this part of the world. But to take that advantage to us to be competitive, run statewide, it's better to do it now than 4 years from now. Not a political insider. We're taking the outside of the front row approach when we drop the green flag, but I think that'll work well. I think it'll work well with the residents of Virginia. I think they're looking for changes to help resolve some of these budgetary problems that we're having currently in the Commonwealth. And it's a different environment than what it was 8 years ago. Mark Warner and Tim Kaine did wonderful jobs as governors, but the environment's changing nationwide, worldwide, and Commonwealth-wide. So hopefully we can bring some business-type expertise to the role of Lieutenant Governor. I like our chances. I wouldn't trade positions. I wouldn't mind. If it was forced upon me, I'd do that, but I like where we're at. I like our issues of energy, whether it be alternative energy or green energy. I like our platform of economic development and job creation based on what I've done in southwestern Virginia, which is sometimes a more difficult place to create a business and grow economic development. I think we've got a good proven track record there. And we like infrastructure, transportation issues. That's what I've done for many, many years, is build things. I plan on making the LG job a full-time position. In other words, dedicating my work habits, which are typically 7 days a week, 12, 14, 16 hours a day, towards being the best lieutenant governor the state's had. And they've had some very good ones, Tim Kaine, for example. But it would be my job to run and work full-time to create just things I mentioned before, a strong economic environment, work on infrastructure, work on energy across the Commonwealth. So it'd be a full-time position. Everyone still wants good jobs. They want gainful employment. They want to travel on roads that are safe and hopefully less clogged than they are now. We came down US 29 down here today. I mean, as you know, that can be tenuous at best coming through Charlottesville. They want to see improvements there. They want to see a business type approach to government, I think. They want things to be more efficient, more open, more transparent. I think those are all things I've learned being in business and also in county supervision down in Russell County, Virginia. So it's a challenge, but then again, it's a challenge from wherever you're from. Virginia is a very diverse and large state, so you've got to travel all the corners of it to make it work. And, we like the fact, the plus from coming from Russell County is the geographical balance or diversity we bring to the ticket. So, you know, whichever way you look at things, there's pluses and minuses. I tend to look at the pluses and try to minimize the minuses.
Go to AugustaFreePress.com for more on Jon Bowerbank, including a podcast of a one-on-one interview that I was able to do with Jon. Reporting for the Augusta Free Press, I'm Chris Graham.